A foreign merchant came to Mecca to sell his camels. Abu Jahl bought them from him, but later he refused to pay the price. The merchant went to the Kaaba, where Quraysh meet there, while the Prophet Muhammad was sitting little far from them. The merchant said, "O people of Quraysh, isn't there anybody who bring justice and give me rights back from Abu Jahl?" They all referred him to the Prophet Muhammad and said in sarcastic way that, "Can you see that man? Go to him. He can get your rights from him." They were known about the bad behavior of Abu Jahl and how much he hates the Prophet Muhammad. The foreign merchant went to Prophet and said, "Dear brother, Abu Jahl was unfair with me and he took my rights. Since I am not a local man here, and when I asked those people that who can get my rights back from him, they mentioned you. Would you kindly get my rights back from him? May Allah give you all mercy." The Prophet could not disappoint the merchant, and he did not pay attention to sarcasm of Quraysh. He instantly went to Abu Jahl's house with the merchant and knocked his door. Abu Jahl asked, "Who's there?" The Prophet replied, "I am Muhammad. Come out." Abu Jahl came with anger like a dead man. The Prophet said in an authoritative tone, "Give that merchant all his rights right now." Abu Jahl was scared like never before, and he instantly replied, "Don't move until I bring all his money." And he indeed brought the merchant's money, and he left satisfied and thanked the Prophet Muhammad for his support to a weak person and for his great ethics. When Quraysh knew about what happened, they wondered and later asked him, "What happened with Muhammad?" He said, "God damn you, when I heard his knocking at my door, I felt so much scared and I had to give the merchant his due rights instantly."
قل اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير تولج الليل في النهار وتولج النهار في الليل وتخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب.
The messenger of God was living next to Jewish neighbor. The Jew was trying to harm the messenger, but he could not, because he feared the oppression of the Prophet's companions. But he had only the night when all people were sleeping, where he was taking thorns and dirt and throwing them at house of the Prophet. When the Prophet woke up and found these filth was laughing, and he knew that the Jew neighbor did it, he was removing filth from his home and treated the Jew with mercy and compassion. He was not exchanged the offense. The Jew did not stop his habit until he had severe fever. He remained at bed with painful fever until he was about to die. While the Jew was in his house, he heard the messenger knocking at the door and asking for permission to get in. The Jew gave him permission, so he entered to his Jew's neighbor house and wished him a recovery. The Jew asked the messenger, "How do you know, Muhammad, that I am sick?" The messenger smiled and said to him, "Your habit which is stopped, our noble Prophet means what filth the Jew was throwing in front of his house." So the Jew wept from the good manner and tolerance the noble Prophet. So he uttered the testimonies and entered in Islam.
لقد جاءكم رسول من أنفسكم عزيز عليه ما عنتم حريص عليكم بالمؤمنين رؤوف رحيم فإن تولوا فقل حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم.